You know, you're only 2 steps away from creating a passive income stream just using Canva and AI and creating some simple AI books that you put onto Amazon. Now, you don't need to be a writer or an author. I'm neither of those, and I've made tens of thousands of dollars doing this passively. And I'm going to show you the 2 steps now so you can begin today and create your passive income, finally create that online income stream, right? So firstly, let's talk about what. Because I think there's a lot of confusion about what is passive income, because you see a lot of online how to create money online, how to create passive income videos online. I'm sure you've seen them, but once you start getting into them, you soon realize that it's not the sort of thing you can just set up and then forget about it and it keeps paying you. There's like little things you have to deal with. You might need to check products, might need to deal with customers. Okay, so to me, a passive income is where you're starting at zero, right? You set something up and it starts making you money. It starts making you money. And at that point there, you can decide whether you go off and just leave it, forget about it, and it keeps making you money, or you can go back into it and create more money. But at any point, you should be able to just leave it and it will continue making you money. That's true passive income. Right, so why do I choose self-publishing books on Amazon? Well, you think this point here, you create your book, you're at zero, you create your books, they start selling. Now, the customer here, the person buying your books, they're buying your books, they need to get your book. They might have questions about your book. They might not like your book, want to return it. All right? But instead of contacting you, I'm just going to put you over here. That's you. Okay. Amazon deal with the customer. So any issues, fulfillment, any issues with the book, Amazon deal with the customer. They're in between you and the customer, and Amazon pay you a royalty. So you don't know who the customer is. You don't know how they got their book. You don't even know where the book went, how it was printed, anything like that. You just click the royalty. And so this is why I choose self-publishing books on Amazon, because you can create the book once, it will keep paying you, and you can forget about it, and it keeps paying you, and you can go about your business, come back a month later, and you check your account, and you've been paid while you're going about your business. I've done this plenty of times, doing it right now. Right. So that's the why I choose self-published books on Amazon. Right, step 1, the 2 steps on how you actually do this. How do you actually create this book? Well, you're going to need some tools to create this book. These are all beginner-friendly tools. You can get them right now in minutes. The first thing you need is an Amazon KDP account. Just search it on Google and you can sign up in minutes. If you've already got an Amazon account, you'll get immediate access, and that will just enable you to upload your books onto Amazon. The other tools you need is Canva. Sorry about my writing there. Let's change that. I've got wires all over the place here. That's why it messed up. There we go. Canva, it's getting in my way. Right, Canva and AI tools. And the AI tools you need is ChatGPT and a website called Ideogram. And basically, ChatGPT will create the content for your book, all the words, and Ideogram will create the cover. That's meant to be a cover. Okay, so that's all you need. So if you think those 3 things, but it's actually what 1, 2, 3, 4 things you need, and you can get those literally in minutes. That's step 1 done. All right. Step 2 is actually, okay, what book do you create to sell to this customer? Now, there's 2 types of books you should stick to if you're brand new to this. Okay, 2 types of books. One is trivia, one is facts books. Now, why do I say trivia and facts books? Because they're very easy to create. You can do them very, very quickly, and they sell for a high price. Because this is how most of these online income streams go when you get started, okay? Just think of a timeline like this. Just going to zoom in here. Just think this is your motivation and momentum. Let's call it M&M. This is time. Right? You see a video like this and goes up. Your motivation, your momentum's strong. It's high. You're ready to rock and roll. Now, what happens at this point here is then you get introduced to what you need to do, and suddenly it's it's not as easy as you thought, right? And then eventually this starts tapering down. Now, if you do trivia and facts books, which you can create in hours, by the way, that's what I teach in my step-by-step program. I'll leave the link below. You can literally do that in hours. You will have your book created at this point here on that day. Like, you see this video, you're ready to rock and roll. You start it today. You follow something like my program. It's done in hours, and that's published onto Amazon. It's an actual digital asset sitting on Amazon, like available to make money. Okay, you know you've got something now out there that can make you money. Whereas if you don't do that, you don't do any of the you don't create a digital asset, you don't actually have something that can make you money like a lot of these online income streams do. There's a lot of setup. Got to do websites, work out inventory, build a following, etc., etc. There's no clear path to make money. Well, your motivation's going to drop down here, and before you know it, you're back to where you started again. Whereas with this system, if you're doing this, because Amazon take care of the heavy lifting, it's very easy to do trivia and facts books. You can create your book here, and as your motivation will go down less because you know you've actually done something. Everyone gets a boost when they've actually created something that can actually have money. You create another book, okay, your motivation going down. You create another book, you make a sale, suddenly your motivation boosts again, and you start producing more and more books. That's the way my students do it. That's why some of them create books very quickly. Just had a message from one of my students today, literally followed my program, created a trivia book. It's #1 bestseller in US. He's brand new to this. He just followed my course and did it. That's how quick you can have something selling. So his motivation is skyrocketed now. And guess what? He's just going to keep on creating more and more of these assets, which in turn give you more and more chance to making loads of money. Right, so step 2, trivia and facts books. Make it very simple on yourself. Get to that point where you've got a digital asset online that can make you money straight away. So you know at least, okay, I've got something up there that can make me money. So let me just give you a quick roadmap of how to actually produce this book. So you've got ChatGPT. You create all the words from your book. Very simple. If you think you're doing a facts book, okay? Let's just say you're going to do a facts book about dinosaurs. You go into ChatGPT and say, give me 1,000 facts about dinosaurs. Done. It's done in minutes. It will give you all 1,000 facts, okay? Then you take that to Canva, which will have all your pages on Canva for the interior of your book. And you're just going to copy that onto each page. And now you've got all your book pages done. So that's the whole inside of your book done. Very simple. Next thing, you're going to head over to Ideogram, and you're going to create your cover. That's a T-Rex. That's your cover done. And great thing about ideograms, it will do it so quickly, like literally minutes. You can have a really good cover done, which used to take days, by the way, before AI. Then you head over to Amazon, your Amazon KDP account, and you publish. Oops. You publish, and that there now is a digital asset sitting on Amazon, and people are seeing it, right? People can buy it. Someone buys it. You just collect the royalty. You don't need to worry about anything else. You just collect your royalty, okay? So you can see now how quickly you can go from today to this point here of actually having something online that can sell, something online that will make you a passive income stream. If you want to get rid of all the guesswork on how to do this, just follow me step by step. I'll hold your hand through the whole process so you can get to this point quick. Links below. All right. So how do you actually make good money in this? How do you actually make the money, life-changing money? Like hundreds to start with, thousands, get to a point you can make thousands a month. I mean, how would making thousands a month passive change your life? When I first started this, I only wanted a few $100s, and I did start making it, and it just helps with bills. Just pays my electricity bill for the month. Starts like that. Then you start repeating the process over and over again. Suddenly those hundreds turn into thousands, and it keeps coming. It keeps paying. You can go about your business and it will keep paying you. Okay, so you can really just set this up in your own time and keep accumulating these books that each one starts making you money. Okay, this is how you do it. Right. Again, very, very simple. Two things. I'll just zoom in here. Firstly, you find a customer or niche that has the money. So in this example, what I just said, like, just say you look at facts books about dinosaurs. If you see a lot of dinosaur facts books selling on Amazon, there you go. That tells you straight away that it's in demand. People are buying those books now. So you're going to do dinosaur facts books, and you just keep producing different types of dinosaur facts books. Flying dinosaurs, carnivore dinosaurs, funny facts, humorous facts, unbelievable facts, facts for girls, facts for boys, facts for adults, facts for seniors, whatever. It's like infinite creativity. You just keep doing it. Books. And that's my point. You just stick to this one customer. Now that is the secret of making this work, especially when you're starting out. You just want to find where the money is and just keep hammering away at that one customer, one niche, until you start making money. The only reason you won't make money straight away, which will happen, by the way, if you're getting started and you're brand new and you're doing this on your own, is because you don't know how to create a book good enough to make that money. The money's there. Your book just isn't good enough yet. But if you keep doing it over and over again, eventually, it's just a matter of logic, really, because you'll have more books to that customer will see. Your books get better and better by default, let alone if you're actually making an effort, and you start making money that way. And you keep doing that. That's the way you scale up from nothing to hundreds to thousands, maybe even tens of thousands like I did. So I'll just give you a quick summary now, so you can take this away and start right now. First things first, remember, double check. If you want passive income, double check it is passive income. It's something that you can set up and forget about it, and it keeps paying you. You don't need to go back and check emails. You don't need to check messages. You don't need to build a following. You don't need to do any content. None of that. Your book's there, it's selling. You go away and it's still selling. Now, why do I pick AI books, or just books on Amazon? AI books, actually, because it's fast. Why do I pick self-publishing on Amazon? Because Amazon will take care of all the bits that make most other businesses not passive. It makes it very, very passive for you. Step one, you need the tools: Amazon KDP account, Canva account, ChatGPT and Ideogram account. Step two, you only want to do one or both or either of these style books for now, because we want you to get momentum fast. We want you publishing fast, because momentum and motivation is very, very important to keep this going on. The biggest battle you'll face is within you that no one else can see, and that's when you start it, and the motivation and momentum starts dropping down. No one can do anything at that point. It's up to you to keep that going, and the best way to keep that going is actually taking action, meaningful action. These books are on Amazon and can sell. At least you know they can sell. There's a chance of selling. Okay, so get that first book done fast. Step-by-step program below if you want to get it published today. Okay, facts books, and there's a quick roadmap of what to actually do. Create all your content in ChatGPT, put it together in Canva, create your cover in Ideogram, publish onto Amazon, repeat. Those are all digital assets sitting on Amazon. And the last thing, to actually make anywhere from paying your bills to life-changing money, quitting your job type money, just stick to one customer that's paying a lot of money for books already. And that's it, actually. It's actually only one step, really, isn't it? That's it. Just stick to that one customer. It's not really two. It's just one thing. Just do that. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope that was helpful. And I hope to see you guys self-publishing books very, very soon. See you in the next video.